Welcome to Stack Data Hub. This complete course is designed for Microsoft Excel 2016, Excel 2019, and other similar versions, so if you are using any of these, you can easily follow along. We also include Microsoft 365 in this course. However, since Excel 365 has some additional features and updates, a few topics will be explained separately when needed. So no matter which version you are using, this course will guide you step by step from beginner to advanced level. We are using Excel 365. When you open Excel 365, the Start screen appears. It is divided into two main sections. On the left side, you will see the navigation panel, which contains different options to explore. On the right side, you will see detailed information related to the selected option. This Start screen is also known as the File menu screen. On the Home menu, the right panel shows everything you need to begin. At the top, you can see the new blank Workbook option along with Excel's built-in templates. Just below, there is a list of your recent files. Now, let's start with a new file. Click on the blank Workbook icon to open a new workbook. After opening a workbook, the Excel window opens. All your work in Excel starts here. At the top left of the Excel window, you will see the buttons to minimize, resize, and close the workbook. In the center, the title bar shows the file name, such as book1.xlsx. Next to it, you can find the save, undo, and redo commands. There is also an autosave option, which is available only in Excel 365. Below the autosave is the ribbon. This is the most important area because it contains all tools and commands used in Excel. The ribbon is divided into tabs such as Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data Review, and View. Each tab contains groups of related commands. Below the ribbon, on the left side, you will see the name box. It shows the address of the selected cell. Next to it is the formula bar where you can enter or edit data and formulas. The large grid area is called the worksheet. It is made up of rows and columns. Columns are labeled with letters like A, B, C. Rows are labeled with numbers like 1, 2, 3. The intersection of a row and column is called a cell. This is where we enter our data. Every cell in Excel has a unique name called a cell reference. This reference is created by combining the column letter and the row number. For example, if the highlighted cell is in column B and row 5, the cell address will be B5. You can see this cell address displayed in the name box. The column letter comes first, followed by the row number, so column B and row 5 becomes B5. When you select a different cell, the cell reference automatically changes according to the highlighted cell. This helps us identify and work with specific cells when entering data or writing formulas. At the bottom of the workbook, you will see the Sheet tabs. Each sheet has a name, such as Sheet 1, and next to it you will see a plus icon. This plus icon is used to create a new worksheet. When you click the plus icon, a new sheet is created, usually named Sheet 2. If you want to change the sheet name, right-click on Sheet 2. A menu will appear. From this menu, select Rename. Now type the new name, for example Table, and press Enter. You can see the sheet name has changed. If you want to delete a sheet, right-click on the sheet again. From the menu, select Delete. The sheet will be removed successfully. At the bottom right side of the Excel window, you will see the View options. There are three main view buttons. The first option is Normal View. This is the default view where we do most of our work in Excel. The second option is Page Layout View. This view shows how the worksheet will look when printed, and it allows you to work with headers, footers, and page setup. The third option is Page Break Preview. This view helps you see how your worksheet will be divided into pages when printing, and you can adjust page breaks. Next to these options, you will also see the zoom control. Using the zoom slider, you can increase or decrease the screen size according to your requirement to see your data more clearly. Now you understand how to open Microsoft Excel, the Start screen layout, and the basic components of the Excel window. If you found this helpful, like the video and subscribe to Stack Data Hub to continue learning step by step.